Hey everybody, welcome to War number 5. We're going up against TU. I think that stands for The Union. And I'm bringing in, God, it's going to be probably a while before I change up this attack team. It'd have to be something specific. Sparky, Vision, and Captain all at 565 is insane. So I don't get to take this node 3 all that often, but the teammate here was just waiting on it, so I just went in. I mean, it's a diversity node. Enhanced special 2 is all you have to worry about. I guess they're figuring if in the off case that somebody makes a big mistake, well, let's throw on Winter Soldier. Eating a special 2 from him would be bad, but yeah, I'm just going to build up poise charges and lay into this guy like it's no tomorrow. One thing that you gotta watch out for when you're taking Sparky to the diversity fights, one thing I like to watch out for is just not taking too much block damage, not taking any hits that aren't parries. It can't always be prevented, but you can get pretty close to perfect fights. So the next node is the first one on real path 4. It's node 11. Enhanced special 2 again, strike back. The strike back is the one that I'm probably going to forget about one of these days and push someone to a special 3. The rolling thunder will make the damage quite heavy, so hopefully we don't make that mistake. But it turns out that it's a storm. I mean, these placements seem like diversity fights, but they're not that bad. I mean, you know, if you hit us, if you messed up on the evade and ate a special 2 from Storm, that would be pretty bad. So, same deal. I accidentally got that parry, so I took advantage of it. Took another blocked hit on accident. I was really not meaning to do that. You can see Sparky does have that low hit points, so I'm already down to 95% on just the diversity node. So we're gonna have to throw a potion into him eventually, but not quite yet. The reason I was taking in Sparky there is first on the skill I didn't want class disadvantage with Captain, and then on the mutant I wanted class advantage with Sparky. So still haven't had a good chance to take in Captain for this war, but I scout this out. It's a Miles Morales, and I just was kind of, you know, trying to figure out who I wanted to go with, just flipping between Sparky and Captain. And, you know, those evasion charges, you know, they're not the end of the world. They're really easy to work around. But at the end of the day, I felt a little bit more comfortable going in with Sparky. So we go in, we start building up a poise right away. I'm really comfortable building up poise versus these champions that have that uppercut. And I do have a point in unfazed, which can save you sometimes, but I don't typically need it. Usually I can react fast enough and stop my combo before anything gets out of control. So 4-hit combos is the name of the game here. And as soon as you see an evade, you have to start. So I get the successful bait the heavy, and I do notice that I get the extra hit on him, so I finish out the 5-hit combo. A little bit risky, but at the same time, God, with that low hit points that Miles Morales has, it's not really that bad. So moving on to the next fight, it's all or nothing. We get a 6-star Captain America Infinity War. I am scouting every single fight this season. No matter what happens, I'm going to scout every fight, so I know who I'm going to be fighting before I go in, and that kind of means you guys will too, since I'm going to be putting it on the overlay. Sparky's really good for this node no matter who's on it, because I don't think that champions can get high enough rank to actually get to their special 3 before I kill them. So the reason people put Captain here is because he has glancing ability when he's kinetically charged, which is pretty much all the time when he's on defense. And what that will do is it will prevent or potentially have hits glance, which will do less damage, which will allow him maybe to get to the last 3 bars of power before you can power drain him. It will also prevent power drain if your heavy glances. So what you want to do is what I did right there is try the power drain early, because if it fails, you might have to wait for the cooldown, and it might be a while before you can get back. So I like to do the power drain early. I did take some block damage. I probably didn't want to here, but at the end of the day, it's all good because he goes down, and we move on to my favorite mini-boss encounter so far this season. It's Juggernaut. So perfect class advantage, taking Captain America Infinity War, get to use the nullifying unstoppable ability that he has. And I gotta say, I was a little nervous going into this. Just didn't didn't know if it was going to work. You know, sometimes there's bugs going on with abilities, and but I had some faith. I had faith in Captain. And we go in with the plan of attacking into him when he's unstoppable. So I get the first kinetic charge. The stagger does not matter. I do throw my first heavy just to gauge how much damage I'm doing, and it looks like it's pretty good, so I'm gonna be fine. I don't need to like only spam heavies this fight. I can push him back. I don't want to only spam heavies because I'll probably get pushed up against my wall if I'm not careful, and I don't want that. So I throw another heavy attack. It's all going super fine. I'm boosted at the moment, so I get some power back after that one. I should have punished him there, but I didn't. But it was okay. I'm just playing very cautiously. About 45 seconds into the fight, it's looking like it's pretty much wrapped up. But then I get parried for some reason, get the dismay on me, pain in the butt. But I don't panic at all. One thing I've noticed about dismay is if you just the degen is annoying and it will eventually kill you, yes, but if you just keep your head together, you'll almost always be able to get out of the fight. So I did lose my combo, but it's the dismay is not going to kill me in time, and I did almost get parried there again. I don't know if you could tell, but I almost got parried, and that would have been that might have been lights out for me if I'd gotten parried. Excuse me. So we're up against node 34, which is the Vigor, Plagued Mind, Burden of Might. Look at that laundry list of nodes there. Plagued Mind, Burden of Might, Cornered, and Vigor. I scout that it's a 5-star domino, 455 only. So I didn't know how it was going to go with Sparky. I wasn't sure. Captain's done, so it was okay that I lost some health on that fight. I do need Sparky again. So I wasn't sure. I didn't know how the damage would be with the Vigor, you know, because they do gain some health, but it's all based on the base health of the defender, there's no increased regeneration on this node, so I'm not, I don't know, I was confused. So you're going to see that Sparky can easily handle this node. There are some watchouts for sure, and I'll point them out, but I'm boosting pretty heavily, maybe more than I needed to. Especially because there's a 6-star duped mutant champion. I had no idea who it was until I scout it, until I get there. So I was just boosting vision up as well, basically. So first things first is don't parry. There's no point to parry. You can do the medium evade, right? Punish. I was just sort of getting a feel for it. You don't want to parry because you're just going to get that critical failure at some point. You can always evade her specials as a tech champion, so keep that in mind. I'm blocking a little bit. I'm feeling this fight out, but you're going to see me get into a rhythm of it here. And the idea is punish that medium with your own medium. Don't go in with at least I don't like to go in with a light. Go in full force. There's plenty of time with Domino's medium animation to get in there as long as you react quick enough. And if you do that, look, Sparky's going to take her out. I mean, there's no need for any of my power even. I don't need the power to throw specials because I'm doing enough damage with my basic attacks, and she goes down pretty simply. I mean, I took some damage from the critical failure, but that's basically it. So Dominoes, if that was a 565, I expect to be down at like 60% maybe by the end of that fight from critical failure. But anyway, this is the node where I usually see Void. You can tell from the overlay there, but this time it's a Cable. Second time I've seen him on this node, but I've seen Void obviously a lot more times. I'm doing something that I do a lot when I fight Cables in quests, but I've never done it in war. I do get tagged there for some reason, which is evade his heavy with dexterity, and a late dexterity. It can be dexed once, and I don't know why, but I just really wanted to not evade twice against this Cable because I wanted him in his corner. I didn't want to be in my corner, so I just kind of manned up and decided to do that evade. It's not hard. It's just scary because if you do get hit by the heavy, the degen is quite intense. So I got this guy under control. Even through the block, I'm doing a lot of damage because of those armor breaks. And there goes Cable. And Path 4, got it under control, guys. Got it under control. I'm taking this Miniboss. It tends to be punished for 2099, and I have my Sparky every war now, so probably just going to end up taking this. I healed up because it was a really close war. And of course, if something goes wrong and I get maybe let's just say I eat a heavy attack and then my AI is off, and then he throws a special 1 which I block, and then it gets chained into another special 1. I just didn't want to risk it, so we went for Sparky here, and it's fine, right? I mean, the name of the game of this fight is don't take any blocked hits until you absolutely have to. So kinetic reactor is something to watch out for, and same with limber. So I'm going to build up poise charges until it's no longer comfortable, and then get a nice parry off right there with 10 poise charges, and then go in, and these combos are destroying him. He's taunted, he's going to throw it, Sparky evades almost every shot. You just have to get it started, and then because there's 10 hits, Sparky will evade the rest. I'm ignoring kinetic reactor, and I probably could have thrown the special 1 there, but I'm playing it safe, and didn't punish it to play it safe, and got to the special 2 when he's got just a few hit points left, and it's all over. So, well, the result of this war is that, hold on, here it is. We lost. These guys, they beat us again. I think maybe not again. I do remember playing them before, but what I meant is they beat us again, as in we lost again. We're on quite a bit of a little losing streak here. The only war we've won this season is who did we beat? Oh, we beat Cow, I think. That was the only war this season we've won, and it's not looking good for us. We're well into Plat 3 at the moment, so we're hoping to bounce back next war. I think Plat 1 might be out of reach at this point, because we're already 5 wars in. The war that's going on right now is the 6th war of the season. That's halfway mark. So I'm not sure if, I mean, we'd have to win practically everything from here on out, and I don't see that happening. Not with all the boosts are not around. You know, a lot of us used all our boosts last season, so we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can make it there, but at the moment, I don't know. We're in Plat 3. I'm not too worried about it. I'm having a good season, having a good time with it. I have 1 death, and that's when I think I died to Power Shield. I'll have to try and remember, but on Path 4 I'm having a lot of success, so I hope to continue that. I know that Dismay node is going to get me one day, but I'm going to really try to have a good season on it. So this time I have a Quake, so I'm going to mess around, see who's the best option to use there. Might need to try and get a little intercept with Sparky. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video, the war video. Hope you liked it, and I will catch you soon on the next one. Take care.